Hey everybody, welcome to another installment of Brad Cook Stuff. This week I was digging around in my freezer and discovered I still have a tray of Saikoro steak. If you remember, Saikoro steak are those little dice-shaped cubes of beef. And I have a red onion in my pantry, and I figured those would go nice together, but I do steak and onion fairly often, so I needed one more thing to set it apart from my usual fare. To that end, I went out, and after a little searching, I found some brown mushrooms. That's right. We're going to have some cubed steak, some red onion, and brown mushroom all fried up. Anyway, let's take a look at the ingredients, see what we're working with this week. Here are the ingredients for tonight's dish. I've got a tray of a Saikoro steak. I've got a red onion, which I'll probably only use about half of, and I've got some brown mushrooms, which I may not use all of. But yeah, anyway, that's it, man. That's all we're working with. So let's go ahead and start with the mushrooms. I've sliced up 2 mushrooms, and I got 1 more to go, and then we'll move on. Now that I've cut these up, let's cook them. According to my cooking mentor, the best way to do these mushrooms is with some butter and a little salt. So let's get this butter melted and put the mushrooms in. I've been advised to let these cook for about 10 minutes on a medium heat and stir them periodically. That's exactly what I'm going to do. While I'm waiting for those mushrooms to finish, I'm going to go ahead and chop up half of this red onion. The onions are done. Let's check on the mushrooms. They look done too. All right, there's my Saikoro steak in the pan. Let's add the onion. Well, now that we've got those both in the pan, let's try our sauce tonight. We're going to use some of this Seikai no Yama-chan Umashio Dare, or kind of a savory, salty sauce. Let's pour some of that in there and get this heated up. There's my sauce, and it's already sizzling. Smells good too. I've only had this in there for a few minutes. I've turned the cubes over. It smells really good. I think this is ready to eat, so I'm going to take it off the burner and mix those mushrooms in. There's my beef and onion. There are my mushrooms. Let's combine them. That's everything mixed together, so I think it's time to eat. All right, moment of truth. I have here a mixture of beef cubes and chopped red onion fried in a savory salt sauce with some butter fried mushrooms. I mean, the whole thing sounds good as far as I'm concerned. So let's get a little bit of everything. We'll get some beef, some mushroom, and some red onion. Oh, check that out. That is a loaded bite. That's excellent. I mean, seriously, you've got that nice beefy flavor from that Saikoro steak. The red onion gives it a good oniony flavor, nice crunch to it. The mushrooms I'm not getting a lot of flavor from. Maybe I should have used more, I'm not sure. Here, let's get a bite with just some of these mushrooms, all right? There it is. Those are good. Those are nice brown mushrooms. All right. Honestly, this was not hard to make. I mean, the beef cubes come in a package. You just throw them into a pan. The red onion, I mean, it's an onion. You chop it up like you would any other vegetable. And the mushrooms, yeah, I just sliced them up, threw them in a pan with some butter. So this is pretty simple to make, and I could probably make it again pretty easily. All right, I'm going to have one more bite here. All right, I'm pretty pleased with what I've made here. Now, if you can't find Saikoro steak, you could easily replace it with something like small meatballs. If you can't find or don't want red onion, a white onion would do just fine, or some chopped up green onion. And if you don't like mushrooms, leave them out. I mean, not everybody likes mushrooms. I do. Or if you want to go avant-garde, replace them with more Asian-style mushrooms. I mean, I can go to any supermarket here and find half a dozen exotic mushrooms. As for the salt sauce, I'm not sure what a suitable replacement would be. That's something you probably have to figure out on your own. It's pretty common here in Japan, but elsewhere, I'm not sure. Anyway, this is my dinner tonight, so I'm going to go ahead and finish up what I've got here. But, as always, I appreciate you guys stopping in. I will see you in the next video.